up next on Madden Football.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Sentinels of Toronto taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they've got to be pleased with... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Sentinels.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Black. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Payne. A quick throw, but incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your right swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, McGee. Again, that's Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
Off play action. McGee. Pass incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. McGee. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Payne. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw. McGee. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's caught out right by Jennings. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. McGee. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Payne. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Payne. And this is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. This is Thomas. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Payne. From the left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Payne. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run with Thomas. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels have cut it back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McGee. And this is caught. Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Throwing on 1st down. McGee. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. On first down, Black. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he returns this to the 22. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That was a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. McGee. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Well, he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off play action. McGee. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Operating from the gun. McGee. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. a nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Back to throw now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
15 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McGee. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, and then do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, McGee under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Sentinels.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. The Cowboys seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Pats looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. McGee. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McGee. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, McGee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Looking to throw. McGee. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. McGee. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. McGee. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Looking to throw. McGee. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Black. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Miami set to take over. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. It's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McGee. That one taken in by Adams. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving. On 1st down, McGee. That one tipped and it's incomplete.
Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. McGee. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
23 yards on the play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. McGee. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, fighting off the defender. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Off the play fake. McGee. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McGee. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McGee. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to throw. McGee. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. McGee. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He got 29 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder, pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. The return is Jones. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throw left side complete. That's Black. Touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Sentinels have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Throwing on 1st down. McGee. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, McGee throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 4 at their 48-yard line.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
28-yard line. Brings up third down.
Back to throw. McGee. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 112 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 4th down, McGee working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of...
Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 9, a little under a minute to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really carved up this defense. They were left looking at each other a number of times and just shrugging their shoulders. He had 4 touchdown passes and even had another on the ground for good measure. Really just played a whale of a ball game.
So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Toronto, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.